Hello and welcome to Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars.
Hey guys, welcome back. Be sure to check out the show notes at the bottom of this recording because I usually have a lot of cute little tidbits along the way, and you also get to follow me on Instagram at Elizabeth Magical Garden. All the information will be down below. Hi, my name is Elizabeth from Elizabeth Magical Garden, a magical garden reaching for the stars. Guys, if you hear anything in the background, this is my AC. It's my AC. If you live in New York, if you live in the Northern Hemisphere, you know what's going on. It is hot. But nonetheless, we must move on and continue to progress. And this topic, guys, I believe is a really great topic because the way the human mind works, especially under immense pressure, this is when all the things that we've been working so hard to achieve, self-awareness, mindfulness, eating, oiling our skin, exfoliating, doing all the things. But as soon as the S hit the fan, a lot of these things tend to go to the wayside. So I want to share what I've been doing to maintain a level head. A lot of people take time to, and I'm no short of that, discuss the importance of mindfulness, taking it easy, working out, doing the things, taking care of our person, correct? Mind, body, and soul. But I don't hear a lot of people really open up in terms of like how they deal with certain things when they're in the thick of it. A lot of people go to the obvious in terms of like eating right, drinking water, making sure you stay hydrated, and I am no short of that. I do believe that. I do believe when you are in a high state of a high state of pressure, when you're under a lot of pressure, it's really important for you to, number one, slow down and listen to your body, move accordingly. You're going to feel more intense. You're going to probably even have symptoms of like lethargic or headaches because it's a lot on the human body. But I feel that I call it monk mode. When everything is starting to go like ham, you gotta really go in that space of really shutting it down, shutting everything down, shutting the calls down, shutting the visits down, shutting the obligations down, shutting everything down that's going to take away unnecessary energy from you when it comes to dealing with the things that are really demanding of you. And I had to do that for so many different reasons, guys. And these times when we have so much other responsibilities, everybody is spent, right? So you have to make sure we cannot force anybody to see things our way. I truly believe that people have their own perspective when it comes to life. We all see life through our own lens, and not everybody is going to see it in rose-colored glasses, right? So what do? We find ourselves in situations where we are under immense pressure. Do we give up on all the things that we've been working so hard? Do we give up on all the things that we've been working so hard to achieve by letting things go? Hence ourselves, right? This is not the time for that. With that being said, I feel the easiest way to achieve that is by making everything extremely simple. And this is going to be really hard. It sounds simple, but it's really, really hard to do because you feel guilty. You don't want to, no one wants to be, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. You don't want to bail out and stuff like that. But life, especially when you are the one and everything is leaning on your shoulders. You have to choose you. You have to choose your present situations, guys. A lot of you, I feel, are in a state of stress. Now, again, stress it's inevitable. There's no getting around it. But if you practice mindfulness, guys, and you allow yourself to stay in that mind frame when everything is like going to the S, I'm telling you, it makes a world of a difference. And I had a couple of situations that I had to do that. And what I observed about myself, I observed that it's not that I wasn't feeling the things, but I just was still while the things was happening. And what I found was, as I allowed myself to stay still, things just started working itself out. I wasn't putting my muddy hands, yes, my muddy hands, pushing everything the way I feel like it should be because I'm having a panic attack. I can't see it through. I have to, no, this is a time where and I'm just sharing what I see has worked for me. I'm a type of person where if I hear information, I'm always testing things out, guys. If I haven't shared that with you, I'm always testing things out. Some things I talk about, some things I don't. But trust, the things that make it to this platform is clutch, because these are the things I know, if practiced consistently, will change your life. Will change your life. So for the people that want life-changing energy, they want life-changing actions in their lives, they want to have a life change, they want to upscale, they want to enlighten themselves and be strong in that area of practicing mindfulness. This way, because life is going to happen. Let me just pause here. Listen, guys, I'm not saying because you are practicing a level of calm, a level of mindfulness, that everything is going to be peachy creamy. I just want to take the time out to really horn that one in, because this is not what I'm offering. What I'm saying is, basically, for the people that want to level up in their self-awareness, I'm speaking to you, because there is a time where you have to no longer play the victim. And what do I mean by that? I know for me, I would do things, I would have when I look back, of course you had anxiety, bottling all these emotions in, making sure everything and everyone around you is happy other than yourself, always putting, when does the sacrifice end? You're not the second coming. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, when obstacles arise, it's ugly head, because it does, right? This is the time to continue staying the path. This is something that it's proven, because listen, we can't help the things outside of us, but we can control ourselves. And a lot of times I come to understand anxiety is triggered by, number one is control. And then you are trying to control something that you know that you can't control. So basically you're spinning yourself. Whereas if you put the focus inward and you focus on, how am I doing in this? You're checking in with yourself. Did I eat today? Did I lotion my body today? Did I go for a walk today? How was my sleep last night? Do I need to drink more water? Did I skip my vitamins? Things like that. When you focus on those things, there's a synergy that starts to happen, because now you're in that mind frame, hence mindfulness. So you're it's basically your doing house how can I can't even get it out. You're doing housekeeping from the inside out, if that makes any sense. And what you'll notice is when you do look up, everything worked itself out, because it always does. Are things going to look? Now, I'm not promising you it's going to look the way you would like it to look 100% always. What I would suggest, instead of focus, because that's usually how it goes, at least that has been my experience a lot of times. Yeah, I have been blessed and had it go my way, but I also had been blessed to see it go another way but still end up in Rome. All roads lead to Rome. I always say that because it's true. And I personally believe that is a test, because it's like you're still getting what you want. You're still achieving the thing, but let me see how you act on the way, because things didn't go according to your plan. You see, a lot of times when I say we, I include myself in that. Ego is the number one player here. Because even in that, like, if you really think about it, like, we don't, like, you think the creator don't know what you already need, but we just be on one, like, we have to advocate and really prove our case. But the gag is, once you know that you already had it, it's been already taken care of. That's exactly what it is, because that's what's been said. That's what he said. Faith is believing in the things yet seen, but having faith anyway. And I'm going to pass this on to you, because I have been blessed upon blessings, not because I am different from anyone. It's because of any little time, because it's work. Do I hit the mark all the time? No, I do not. But I get up, I dust myself off, and I make sure to try again. And I believe that everything, there's not one thing that you do that is wasteful. If you went and walked up and down your stairway 3 times, that was a win. Okay? That was a win. If you did that, or you walked around, you did a couple of laps around in your local park, that was a win. You see where I'm going with this? There's no, I have just come to understand, and I still remind myself that, like, have mercy on yourself. Be kind to yourself, guys, because you're doing the best that you can. And I think that once we remind ourselves that, and we give grace to ourselves when things are going a bit haywire in life, I believe that we get stronger. There's a sense of calm there, because you're building trust in this space. It's just like, if you play basketball and you are used to shooting hoops every night, when a hoop comes in front of you, you're not going to be like too shook, like you pretty much got that. It's when they move the distance of the hoop, or have you stand in a way that you haven't practiced. This is when the fear and this is when the nervousness will come. So this is no short of that example, because when things that normally, and sometimes even normally, goes a little shifty and there's add-ins, it's like, wait a minute, what's going on right here? And it's very easy for us to digress and go back into that self-loathing, not doing the things. And I was very strategic in the way I interacted with people. If you have to take more time off, do so. Don't feel like, oh, it's a sunny day, I have to go outside. No, if it's a sunny day, yeah, go outside. But also, if it's a sunny day, you don't have to go outside. Okay, if you know, you know. But get up, wash your face, eat something, stay hydrated, take it easy on yourself, do the things that you love, maybe not overexert yourself too much that day. Just really allow yourself the freedom of doing nothing. And this is something that, if you don't have issues in that area, that's cool. But for me, I love to create. I'm always doing something, and in any form, in any medium that shows up with in my present life. And I that too I have to manage, because that is a very invasive thing to do to yourself when you need to rest. Knowing when to take a step away from something is important. So I really hope that this message helped you guys, because this is the things that I've been implementing ever since I started practicing mindfulness and going to the gym as well, moving your body. As I mentioned, the steps, moving your body too, guys, but at the same time, give yourself grace. You'll know you could exercise while you're sitting down. You can move your feet. You can exercise your hands. So there's always something to do. So be mindful of that. Maybe it's not what you wanted to do or how you would have wanted it to be, but there's still something that could be done. So always keep open minds, and have grace for yourself, because you're doing the best that you can. And I think it's safe to say that we all are. Guys, be sure to check out all the links down below. Subscribe to my vlog channel at Elizabeth Magical Garden. I've been putting a lot of behind the scenes on that platform. It's my personal diary that I have open to the world. Go figure. Nonetheless, be sure to check me out over there, as well as subscribe to the podcast for this podcast, which is Elizabeth Magical Garden Podcast, on YouTube as well. All the links will be down below. Guys, stay blessed, stay in peace, and stay empowered. Peace.
Hey guys, leave a comment, a review, preferably 5 stars. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram, because what is popping over there? And also check out my YouTube channel to stay connected and see your girl's lovely face. Guys, I love you so much. Keep on pushing, and I'll definitely speak to you soon. Be blessed.